All right, gentlemen. Now, is it true you are actually talking to me from the set of the new movie?
Yes, we are. I'm Joe. I'm the executive producer of Beyond Belief. We are here in South Barrington, Illinois, one of the locations for filming. We're on the third week of filming Beyond Belief, the movie.
All right, so hey, for starters, John. So, as the longtime lead singer, does anyone ever think your name is Petra?
Well, a little girl in one of our videos says, I think Petra is a very good singer. And I love that every time I see that part of the video. So, yeah, and I try to make sure that they understand that's not it. Really, Petra is the writing, and that's the guy standing next to us.
Well, on that note, 52 years, Bob. Is that job security, or what do we got here?
Yep, that's all I've ever done in my life. It's pretty amazing, to think that God has paved the way for this to be possible for anybody to do something they like so much for so long. And now we are out hearing all kinds of great stories from people, about our music, and it's really thrilling and rewarding to be out there.
We'll fast forward now. Joe, let me see if I got this. I'm just making this up. I'm just guessing here. It's Saturday morning. You're having breakfast. You think, I'm going to make a movie about my favorite band, Petra, and I'm going to set it in the 80s. Pretty much how it went.
How did you know?
What
kind of cereal was it?
Let's see if you can get.
Yes. Clearly, it was Captain Crunch, but with Crunch Berries, I think. I'm not sure.
This interview's over now, I guess. So
right.
my partner John and I, who wrote and is directing the film, had this idea for this movie that I kind of got called to. I brought this idea to him. It was more like, it was like almost 15 years ago, and I said, I've been called. Like, there's a story about this kid who, he hears this voice. He gets called to run this marathon, something he's absolutely not qualified to do. And we said, that's kind of a cool concept for a movie. Let's develop that. So over the years, we were developing this. We had made a few other films. And with movies, it's really a thing about getting traction. And we tried doing this. We couldn't get any traction. We made another film. We tried getting traction. And then I did actually one day. I remember I don't know why I was in like a Best Buy or something. And I remember I just got this idea, and I called John. I said, John, I just figured out how we can make this movie, The Marathon, really cool. And he goes, what? I said, we'll put it in the 80s. And this was before Stranger Things had come out. And then as I was going forward, we decided that there'd never really been a movie that had done 80s Christian pop culture before. So I started listening to all this 80s Christian music, and DeGarmo Key, and all these bands, of course Petra, and the song Beyond Belief just kept in my head over and over and over and over again. And I realized that the song was amazing, but I also realized that the song was about the movie.
So Bob, how did you get approached? Did Joe approach you? Talk us through that.
Yeah, we get a call, and these guys want to make this movie, and we were thinking, well, people have come to us before with a lot of ideas that never come to fruition.
Sure.
Now here we are today, we're seeing quite a big production, and it's really impressive that what God has done. We've heard all the stories about how people have been brought together, and that's really encouraging when, there are a number of stories that you have to say, that sounds like God, and that's what this is here. And so we have every right to believe that God is behind this and wants to use it for the upbuilding of his kingdom.
That's great. How about you, John? How would you say, hey, this is our hope for this project? If success with this project looks like what?
To me, any entertainment mode is a powerful tool. And if we grab it and use it to tell the message of Christ, that's exciting to me. And these guys are totally committed to that. The theme of the movie is fantastic. Meeting the actors already has been encouraging. Of watching the production, which is first class, which I'm very glad to see. I don't like second class stuff I don't like the label Christian when it's good enough. It's never good enough. And these guys are not doing good enough. They're doing top notch.
Wow, that is fabulous. All right, Joe, you were going to add something here.
Yeah. No, I mean, for us, it was, we just felt like this thing, the momentum that happened with the film just kept building and building. And then, the 80s Christian culture, especially in 80s Christian rock, is such an overlooked genre. It's such an overlooked thing. Like, nobody pays attention to this. And when I went on tour with these guys, I mean, they changed people's lives. There's an entire generation of people that grew up, not just in America, but all over the world, who grew up with Petra's music. And it's not just that you talk to them, because I talked to lots of these fans or on the tour, and it's not that they just tell you, oh yeah, I love that song, it's my favorite song. There's an emotional connection. It's their childhood. It's amazing that when we found out that there had never, ever been a film, there still isn't, that had ever had a Petra song in it outside of the documentary. I was shocked. I mean, I really was shocked. And then my director John asked me, and he goes, I wonder why that is. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you why that is. It's because of this movie that we're making, and that's what this movie's going to be. It's not about Petra, but Petra's in it. We've written them, the younger versions of John and Bob, into the story. but it's a full movie. We're not going for like, hey, you like Petra, come see a Petra movie. It's not a Petra movie. It's a movie it's a real movie with emotion and faith and challenges, but Petra's music is used throughout. And I think, and of course we have them in the movie, and there's some surprises in there that I'm not going to give away on here.
Yeah.
But I think when people come to see this, they're going to have that emotional connection.
Well, then I tell you what, to wind it down then, Bob, what's it been like for you thinking through this entire process? Has it been a reflective time for you? Has it been a trip down memory lane? Has it caused a range of emotions? What's it been for you?
To see what they're doing with a movie, that has been, a wonderful feather in the cap, if you will, of Petra's career, to have somebody recognize, hey, this music was important to somebody, and to say that this music is a part of the movie and a part of the storyline. I think it's going to, like Joe said, I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people, and for us, it's just a great honor for us. We're very thankful.
Well, then last for you then, John, when you look at the production or you look at the songs being played or whatever you're looking, are you able to watch it with a very objective fan eye? Or are you going, no, that's not really how it happened, or that's not really what the 80s looked like?
Actually, funny you said that. I was watching a scene where me was second. I said, no, I wouldn't say it that way. No.
Right.
I was directing already. I can't do that. Come on. No, actually, I think, praise God, we've got pros that know what they're doing. And I'm not going to tell a bass player how to play bass, and I'm not going to tell a movie director how to direct a movie. I'm just excited to see what it's going to be like at the end. And knowing that it's in good hands, I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
That's awesome. Well, I don't know if you guys know, we are 1,000% behind you guys. As Joe certainly knows, we have our nonprofit fund over at Kappa Impact that we've set up, and the Lord has already provided more than I expected at this point by a mile. So we're super, super, super encouraged by that. So thank you guys for your faithfulness for all these years and the memories you've allowed so many of us to have. And any final thoughts, Joe? What else do we need to know here?
I just wanted to say thank you. I mean, you guys reached out to us. You guys opened up, just been amazing working with you. You put us on your crowdfund site. You allowed us to give us this opportunity to raise more money to support the film. So I am so thankful. It's amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you from all of us, that we really appreciate all the support we're getting from Kappa. It means a lot to us. Thank you.
Oh, you bet, brother. Sincerely, the joy is ours. And at the bottom of the screen, if anyone goes to, or whatever, you go to kappaimpact.com, kappaimpact.com. You'll see a link there. You can donate a tax-deductible donation to support this project. And let's see this thing just go to new heights. So thanks, guys. Really love you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Brad.